Hello and welcome to GenX Glam on YouTube. And if you haven't joined our GenX Glam Discord server, there's no better day than to come be our neighbor. There's some great giveaways going on over there. We've got Elf giveaways, we have P. Louise giveaways, we have Charlotte Tilbury giveaways, and now I have bought this epic 7 Days of Beauty from Shoppers Drug Mart. It is a giveaway bundle, and these cute little like cardboard hearts. You've got I'm gonna flip it around this way so you can sort of read and see. You've got a Shiseido lipstick, you've got a nude stick all over face bronzer, you have a mini NARS Orgasm blush, which I have a mini and it's been lasting me like 6 months, so that will last you forever and is the funnest shade. The Lancome Idol mascara, which we've tried, you've seen me use in the when I unboxed my Lancome post-holiday bundle that I bought. We've got an eyeliner, we have Too Faced lip injection if you're into that, like that tingly oil. I'm not really into it, but it's in there. And then last but not least, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, which like takes me way back to the early days of, you know, going into Sephora. That was the IT thing. That is what I wanted to get. A lot of people wanted to get that Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It is so legacy. That's in there too. So I haven't decided which member is going to get this yet. It is one giveaway per member, and so if I don't have a critical mass of people in February to run a randomizer on, then it's just going to have to hopefully be a February giveaway. I do hope this month brings us more I do hope that this month brings us some growth in the GenX Glam Discord server, because there are some great channels for discussion. It's 100% two-way. It's not just like me talking one way and maybe seeing a comment from somebody. You can have real-time conversations, ask questions, get real-time answers. It's totally up-and-coming social media platform, over 560 million users. So I think, you know, it would be great. It would be so great if people who watch these videos started to cross-pollinate over to the GenX Glam Discord server. So there is a lot, I'm just done with that. There's a lot to get into, so let's get into it. That's going to be like my new thing. Let's get into it, LGII, because that's what I'm always doing. I'm getting into new stuff. I continue to build my collection. I continue to try things, hits, misses. Like I pulled the trigger on trying something, this LYS bronzing stick that I have been looking at, I'm not even kidding, easily for 3 months. I finally bought it, wanted to compare it to my Makeup by Mario, which I already kind of knew this was a dud. Like a lot of my no brand Amazon contour, oops, now I broke the brush. This is so silly that they even put this brush, look, did you see that? That's all it is. I've watched other people talk about this contour stick and this brush, and it's like nobody's using this. Like you can't keep it clean. Anyway, that just broke. This right here, I feel like it dries down really fast. I have definite buyer's remorse, and I wrote that on my Discord server yesterday in the buyer's remorse channel. I just wish I wouldn't have bought this because it's not creamy smooth. I thought it would be creamy smooth. This is creamy smooth. All right, so we're gonna do kind of like the half face thing. First, let's work with some Shiseido products. Shiseido is a Japanese brand. It's kind of new to me. I have a few samples that I've used. I know that I like it based on the samples. It's just kind of like more expensive, so I can't really afford to buy the whole line. But I did buy a few small skincare bundles. One's for like specifically kind of like for sun, that has their really innovative sunscreen in it, which is kind of like milky. It's not that white pasty sunscreen. It feels to me, because I use the tester, it feels to me more of like a milky serum, if you will. It's even kind of cloudy in color. So anyway, I bought this sort of like sun kit, which I'm going to set aside because remember in the other video I said the sun is coming. It's getting lighter every day. And then like and then a skincare bundle, which was just a morning and a night moisturizer in a pot and like I think a cleanser. So because I bought those two things, I got this gift with purchase that came in this cute little bag, and it's really nice. It's not flimsy at all. This is This is a solid quality bag. Nice and pink and red. And what was in that, I'm using it, I'm using step 1 is it's a softening lotion is what it translates to. You're supposed to put it on after you wash your face, before your primer and your other skincare. So to me, that's a toner. So that is what I just put on. Again, from the brand Shiseido. We're just getting into so much. I just have so much that arrived this week. And if it's new, I'll tell you. If it's new, if it's old, it's old. And there's some stuff we're just not going to get to. But I want to get this video up because I do want to share that we have this epic 7 days of beauty bundle from Shoppers Mart. Let me just read something super quick while this toner dries down. Getting back to the giveaway. I wanted to tell you, and I'm just going to read. I'm so sorry if this is like, why is she reading to me? 10% of the proceeds of this beauty bundle will go towards supporting Shoppers Foundation for Women's Health. Shoppers Foundation for Women's Health is committed to fostering health equity for all women in Canada. In collaboration with over 360 charities, Shoppers Foundation for Women's Health is increasing awareness of women's health issues and ensuring equitable and accessible care so all women in Canada can live their healthiest lives. So 10% of that purchase went to that charity, so we can all feel good about that. All right, let's get into the serum. It's got a little bit. I'm gonna price this out because I can't help myself. I do want to price this out because, you know, I don't know, this is probably like 5 milliliters or whatever. All the Shiseido full-size products are quite expensive. Like, I would say, like, they run on the average of like 130, 120s. So the only way to really figure out the value of this is to find the full-size product and divide it by however many milliliters the deluxe sample from this bag came in at. So I'm guessing that, you know, the price per milliliter on this stuff is, I don't know, $10, $12 range, maybe. I'll find out. Anyway, this is the serum. I did use this, I tried it yesterday just for fun. I wanted to see how it felt. And it leaves it's got like a little bit of grip to it. It's not like the power grip, you know, from e.l.f. or those kind of, that milk grip. But it has a little bit, it's got definite grip to it. I let it sort of marinate on my skin the other day, like before I went in with the moisturizer, and I'm glad that I did that. So we're gonna do that again. Try to give it a few minutes to dry down and go in with their under eye serum, which I had out here. I think the under eye serum fell. I knew something fell off the Glam station. I guess it was that. All right, let's go in. Let's put the top on so we don't spill it, because I know that it is a pretty decent price per milliliter purchase. This is the NYX brow gel. Gets such good reviews, except for this little tiny applicator is no good. We're gonna actually use our own applicator. I'm just going into my disposables, and I'm just gonna get one out on my own and comb just a little bit. Like, I still feel like the lamination is in place. I don't know, let's see, how many weeks has it been since I got these brows laminated? Going on 3 at least. I think that the tint has sort of worn off, but I still do get cooperation from the brows in terms of separating, and you know, I don't have to put a ton of effort into combing them out. So I think that the lamination is still holding. All right, so I can't find the Shiseido under eye serum that came. I'm just gonna back up from the Glam station. Here it is. I hate bending over and picking things up, but stuff's always falling, or I'm always dropping stuff. All right, not my problem. Stop whining. It's not your problem, and I should stop whining. All right, here is the under eye serum. It's kind of thick. I did try this yesterday too. I think it's a little bit thick, but we're going in for it. I'm really, none of this, it all just feels so nice on the skin. I like to drag my under eye serums and formulas around my lip contour area and right around my nose too, because I feel like those are super, also like super delicate areas of my skin. So I do drag them around. There's really no scent to this. I mean, there's a tiny scent, but it's like nothing overpowering. So there we have it. Let's just let that sit, because now we're going to talk about this. Let's get into this. This is a Fresh Face Kit by Sephora. Every once in a while, Sephora puts these kits together. Some are super hits, some are super misses. For me, this is like definitely a half hit. Definitely a half hit. What I really wanted to try out of this was this Danessa Myricks. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it Myricks or Myricks. It's like a it's a balm. It's a blurring balm. I wanted to try this Mario. It's like a plumping lip balm. I hate the plumping stuff. I hate the tingles, but I've already tried this a few times, and it is it's super glossy. It doesn't retract, so once you move it up, it's really a nice balm. I'm super happy. Will I buy the full size? I don't know, but I will definitely use all of this 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out, because what I want to do is use this. You can use it under your lids, on your lids, your cheek, like you can use it as a primer, you can use it over makeup, you can use it under makeup. It's in the shade Translucent. So I am going to kind of use it as a primer, I think. A couple other things from here. Full-size Tarte mascara, Iconic body spray, which, not body spray, it's a Set and Glow. It's got reviews online that are really mixed. I have it. I got it in another like holiday bundle, and it's got glitter residue in it, and I can't do glitter, so that's a miss. It's not opened. Somebody else might like it. It's gonna definitely get thrown into a giveaway. And Happy, I already had one Happy. This one's mine. This one came in, but this, a little goes a long way with this. I mean, you've probably been seeing a lot of videos lately for Rare Beauty because of the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush Drop. A lot of people are comparing that to this, whereas, you know, if you watch my video on that drop, I think that there are a lot of brands out there that have like pigmented liquid blush. Rare Beauty's not the only one, but it is like, you know, for the influencers. It's such an easy one to pick up and compare it to, right? Because everybody kind of knows it. But is it a dupe for the e.l.f.? I mean, is there really any dupes to the dupes? I don't think so. I think there are just products that are similar, and the only difference is like the price point. So you could go out and you could buy a full-size Rare Beauty for, you know, 4 or 5 times the cost of, you know, just going out and picking up one of the e.l.f. liquid blushes. But I do like mine. Mine has been lasting a while. This, I consider this a restock item. There's this lip plumping liner, and it's got like the pen on the back, like clicky click. I put this on and my lips burned for like a half an hour. I do not like this at all. Huda Beauty eyeliner, which I don't really use eyeliner, so that will go in a giveaway. So the real hits for me, I'm gonna this balm by Danessa Myricks, getting some more Happy, and this Drunk Elephant. It's only 5 milliliters. I think I figured this was like valued at like 19 if you divide that 5 by like the 30 milliliters of a full, and then you price it out per milliliter. Anyway, so I've been wanting to try this, but I don't want to buy it because I'm super happy with many of my glow products. Like I've got Glotion from L'Oreal. Like this is such a great value buy out there in the drugstore. I have my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I have a Wet n Wild glow that I like. I have a Milani glow. I have so many different sort of glow products that even if they don't have a tint to them, like as soon as you start putting on like, you know, your own tints and other products, like all of a sudden you're glowing. You've mixed, you know, a creamy bronzer with like a glow lotion, and you're bronzed. So we're gonna do a little bit of Glotion on one side, and we're gonna do some like elephant Elephant Bronze Drops on the other. But first, yeah, let's first go in and get a little brightener under the eye going. And I have this like blemish in the middle of my forehead that's from pickleball the other night. I know it is because I didn't have it sort of when I left, and then I came back and it was starting, and I think it's because I made the mistake of putting a little bit of moisturizer on because it's the winter and the weather is just like, it's just dry. And inside the gym, it's like dry, that nasty indoor dry heat. So I put a little bit of moisturizer on, and I think that moisturizer mixed with the sweat was like a really bad idea. So, so I have to deal with that, which is fine. I mean, we all have breakouts, right? This, so I use my NARS Under Eye Brightener in Night Swan, and this is just my NARS mattifying concealer in the shade Vanilla, which I tend to like mattifying concealers over creamy ones. I just feel like it works better with my skin in terms of coverage and what is settling where. I was going to use my P. Louise eye base, but I don't know if I necessarily have time for that. So let's go in and use this I tried this last night. This is so smooth. It is like it does feel like a magic balm. It is so smooth. I'm just putting it in on my eye area. There's no tint to this, but I wanted it. Did you know what this reminds me of? And I pulled this out. It reminds me of my Physicians Formula Butter Believe It primer. Now this has a tint, but this has the same super smooth feel. And sometimes I do use this as a like a nice tinted primer. I like it a lot better than e.l.f.'s tinted primer. It's not their tinted primer, e.l.f.'s putty primer. I like this so much better than e.l.f.'s putty primer. So I just wanted to pull that out and show you. I've used both products. Let's go down around. It has like, it does have a scent, but it's nice. It like makes you feel like you're on the beach. Cocoa butter. All right, so there is all of that going on. These two, like, this does come in color, so it just happens that they gave us the translucent one in that kit. But am I interested enough in this to go back and buy one of the colors? I don't think so, because I would do it only because I would be thinking I would be doing it as a creamy bronzer, and I have plenty of creamy bronzers. So let's go ahead and, speaking of bronzers, take a little bit of this Shiseido, came in the starter kit. I think this free gift was called like Shiseido starter kit, and I agree with that. I got a toner, I got under eye serum, I got all over face serum, I got a moisturizer, I got a cleansing foam. So here we are, just mixing that. It's going to be very light, a light touch, because as usual, I'm in a hurry, and if I screw up, I just don't have time to fix anything. So we're just going to be, today, I think it's actually good to go for the bronze, because it truly is getting lighter every single day. So why not get that bronzy, here comes summer look going? So that is just the instructions with the Drunk Elephant is you can add it to like a serum or moisturizer, and you don't need much. So that little sample size, deluxe sample size that came in the Fresh Face packet from Sephora is gonna last me a long time. Now let's go in with the Glotion. This is a little bit thicker, but it's because obviously it's, you know, I didn't put on the face lotion on this side. I didn't actually even lay down a moisturizer. So we'll see how that goes. It's just whatever moisturizing product is in the Glotion, but this is really popular. I don't know if you've tried it. It's out there in the grocery store and pharmacy aisles, in L'Oreal, and they make it in a lighter shade as well, which I also have. Lasts forever, and I think it's one of the best drugstore. It is the best drugstore sort of bronzing primer lotion that you're gonna find. I like it pretty much as I like my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. So now I'm just kind of mixing that all around. I have to let it dry down a little bit. I'm gonna stamp it with my e.l.f. putty brush. So this over here is the Drunk Elephant mixed with the Shiseido moisturizer, and this side is just L'Oreal's Glotion. Try to drag this down on my neck a little bit. Just go around here. Got it over the lids. Now I'm just, there's nothing left on my hand now, so it's all on my face. I don't know. I think the bronzing drops, they work, but why not just buy a product that's like, you don't have to be a mad scientist. You just, it's already in there. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan. I'm not convinced at all to go out and buy those Elephant bronzing drops, Drunk Elephant. And I'm glad I didn't get sucked into the trend when it was happening, you know, last year. A lot of people just really went nuts for that Drunk Elephant. And believe me, I'm a sucker. I'm a consumer sucker, but I didn't get sucked into that one. So let's just go start putting stuff away a little bit. We're gonna try. Now we're gonna get into the new LYS Creamy Bronzer Stick. Great brand. Animal, cruelty-free, vegan, Black-owned. Just really great reviews for this company. So let's see. Let's just put, and this thing's all over the place. Like, if you're watching any sort of videos from the big deal influencers, many have used this in their, in one or more of their videos. I actually just saw one the other day that wasn't a positive review, but I mean, I only get positive reviews, and I'll tell you what, this gives my NARS Creamy Bronzer a run for its money. It is so creamy compared to, the Mario stick, which we've already talked about. To me, this just seems to dry down. It just feels not as smooth as, it's definitely not as creamy as this. So if you're looking for a creamy bronzing stick, I would go with this one. If you're looking for one that, kind of dries down faster, but maybe, I'm still getting that contour look with it. It just, to me, it dries down faster and it's not as creamy. And I don't know why. It's just a personal preference, I guess, that I prefer more of a creamy contour product. That's just me, though. That is just me. All right, so what's next? Oh, so I got, this is in the shade Splash. This is all out there. This is all up in the internet here. This Milk cooling stick. It's very pigmented. Look, the cover, I just got this yesterday. The cover's already stained, and they're not joking though when they say it's cooling. Like that, it's cool. Like you touch it to your face and it is cool in temperature. It's supposed to be for your lips and your cheeks. I have not decided if we're gonna commit to the lips yet. So it's pretty pigmented. It's a pretty color. I like the color I chose. I wanted to show it to you compared to this. Now, I've bought a few things from Pacifica, and most of them have been misses for me. But this blush, it looks like that. But when you start spreading it out, it turns. So it kind of reminded me of that, of the like my hand, you saw it, like, right? It was not pink. It starts off like that, and when you spread it around, this is the only Pacifica product I've liked and not regretted. I'm so glad the day that I decided to buy a few of their products. I did not go crazy. If you go on my Discord channel, there is a little bit of a discussion about one of the Pacifica products that I bought that was just a mess. It was broken, half the tube, there wasn't anything in it. Anyway, so that's kind of fun, right? So that is they're just next to each other. This is a little bit more purpley, but they both have sort of that dewy look to them. I'll put this on my lips so that you can see it. It is so cool. Like, how do they do that? Why is it cool? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But it is. It's cool. I'm going to go ahead and use I think this is just Maybelline. I don't know. Great Lashes. Yes, Maybelline. It's just a lash primer. I like to use lash primers if I remember. And I'm already pretty far into this thing, eh? And we're almost done, so bear with me. Let's go in quickly with the NARS Orgasm Blush, and I'm just going to use my putty brush. I'm going over that Pacifica and the Milk Cooling Stick with that. Wow, that was really pigmented. I'm going to have to really blend that out. But I'm not done yet anyway. I am gonna go in with a powder bronzer. I'm gonna use the new one that I was using the other day from Rimmel because I absolutely love it. I think I mentioned before, I love these multi-tone palettes. You can just go all over it. I just need to kind of get under. I went a little bit more pinky and purpley than I would have normally, and I'm gonna have to correct it because, man, that's intense, huh? It's because of that. I've got bronzer down, like, you know, the Drunk Elephant and the Glotion, and then on top of that, I have like really nice quality bronzer sticks, and then on top of that, I have the liquid blush and then powder, and this is just like got a little bit out of control. This is my Kaja creamy concealer, and it's in the shade Rice. And it is quite light, and whenever I screw up and I need to tone something down, I do exactly what you just saw me do. I draw that line underneath my cheek, and I blend in the, I think we need to go even more, and I blend in this very light concealer. It is my favorite. I don't use a lot of creamy concealer, and you saw me use that as sort of like a correction. I didn't put it directly underneath my eyes because I don't do that. If I put any product underneath my eyes, you saw it, it's the NARS Night Swan under eye brightener. I like to use the Fenty Beauty under eye brightener. And then this is my Charlotte Tilbury Magic of Varnish. I use that directly under my eyes because that area, which this Magic Varnish is a 2-in-1 concealer and brightener, that area underneath my eye is just, I don't successfully cover my circles because I refuse to go full coverage. So I just try to dull them a little bit. They're there, like whatever, you know, we have to, like, I earned them. My mom says I came by them honestly. I don't know what that means. Let's get into just a little bit of eyeshadow. Since I'm just going for broke, let's take it a few more minutes. This eyeshadow is also from Danessa Myricks, if I'm pronouncing it right. And it's creamy, and it has a plastic applicator, and it's like the shade of a spade. There's the color. I think it's called Nutcracker. And then you saw me, I don't know if you watched the video, but a couple weekends ago, I bought this, also a spade applicator, this Lancome sort of shimmery liquid eye makeup. So I'm just going to use both of these today. I'm going to go in with the lighter one from Lancome first. And I'm just gonna, that's the, technically the shimmer. And I'm just gonna put it all over my lids. Let's see, I don't know if I took enough off to do that on both sides. I might need to dig back into, I'm looking down for it. The Lancome, I have to say, it does, for me, I feel like it dries down kind of quick. So you want to just get this stuff blended. I just put on a dab, just enough to cover, or at least blend into the discoloration I have going on my lips. So now I'm going to go in with the Danessa Myricks, and this is definitely a darker brown. Like I said, it's in the shade Nutcracker, which I think is like the coolest name for a shade, to tell you the truth. I just really need to stamp that in. I'm using my fingertips, but I'll probably go in with a brush next. Like, you don't really need that much, or at least I don't. If anything, I'll go over this quickly with a lighter shadow shade. This is the kind of brush that I want. This dense, like a brick, to do some blending. I like to just blend up, make sure, like, you know, that when you put on, well, when I put on the creamy contour in this area, or in this case, this darker eyeshadow, I just want to make sure that this all connects. This, just so there's no, like, there's a little bit of a connection, like a little bit of a contouring going on. Drag it up and over. It's just that shot of color. When I go like this also just like wakes my whole face up. I like doing it. It just, like, give it a little bit of a wake up. All right, what do we think? It's sort of there. It's sort of there. Go underneath my eyes. I'm gonna go back to the Rimmel. I normally use Charlotte Tilbury setting powder underneath my eyes, but I'm going in with this Rimmel because I like it. Finely milled, buildable. I am just going to go down my T-zone with it. It has not settled into any of my creases. So this is great because my Charlotte Tilbury in the middle is starting to get worn down. So this is great to rotate through to save some of my higher end products, right? So I can make them last longer and still rotate through all these other things that I'm trying and adding to my collection. So I'm gonna, when I was bargain bin shopping the other day, last weekend, I got this Morphe Continuous Coconut Setting Spray. It was red tagged for like $7, normally like $15. Says it's like a limited edition. So, all right, there is that. I'm gonna finish my hair offline. What kind of like lip gloss can we put over this? How about the LYS Velvet? What do you think? What do you think about that? This is LYS Velvet shade. It's not bad. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that we went over. I look forward to getting into more products with you. I have more to share. So look forward to the next video and seeing what else is cooking here. And again, if you haven't joined us on Discord, follow the link, invitation link to the GenX Glam Discord server, and we'll see you there.